Hey everyone, we just finished putting in a new basement bathroom. Let's see how it went. So this is the basement space. We'll be converting the bathroom from this into this. Let's get started. So this is the space down here. Coming in, we've pushed that wall back. That's the closet on the other side there, giving ourselves a little bit more space. This is where the old washing machine used to be right here. And so we've taken out that washing machine and moved it. We'll be taking out all this plumbing along this wall as well. The washing machine is now stacked over here. A little bit better use of space. And all these main drain pipes were in the way as well, so we've pushed them all back against that far wall so that they will be out of the way. All right, moving on to the next step. You can now see the shower base, the placement of the toilet and sink. We've cut out all the old copper and replaced it with PEX. Where necessary, there was just a spaghetti mess of copper everywhere, half of which we didn't even need. So removing all that just made everything a little simpler. So we've broken up the concrete here to put in the new floor drains. We were very fortunate that all the main drain pipes were sort of running right by where we wanted to install the bathroom. So after breaking out the concrete and digging down, it was a simple matter to get my plumber in to tie into the main drain and provide me with toilet, sink, and shower drains. So after my plumber was in, you can see my new drains, the big 4-inch toilet drain there, and the sink drain is the one with the orange cap, which will be inside the back wall of the bathroom. And then the shower drain is within that white square box over there. And we've refilled everything with dirt and gravel, ready to put concrete back down. And here we are, we've poured the new concrete floor over top. And after we frame the walls, we're going to use self-leveling compound in order to give ourselves a nice flat floor to work from. And here's a shot of the ceiling showing all the plumbing and wiring that we've moved out of the way. It used to be kind of spaghettied across there. And we've started framing the back and side walls. Everything's a little bit out of square, so there's a lot of shimming. And here we are as framing begins. We have the shower pan in place to show us where to put the walls, bottom plate, and the door frame. More and more pieces go in, and it starts to give the space some shape. So here we are, we've got almost all the framing done. Framed in these walls. Switch, ceiling light will go there. This is the shower. A little bit of some odd framing pieces there. Trying to keep everything straight. Ceiling. It was a trick framing everything to get everything to look straight because nothing I was screwing into was straight. So there's a lot of shims, but it will have the appearance of being nice and straight when it's done. The floor is all poured with the self-leveling compound. Turned out well. Moving on. Because we have a nice deep wall cavity here, I decided to put a built-in cabinet recessed into the wall cavity, which I thought would be kind of a neat feature, and use up some of that empty space that otherwise would have just been sitting there. The new exhaust fan is in, vented to the outside. It's always a bit of a trick venting something to the outside that doesn't have an exterior wall. I've now run all my new drain lines and water lines for the sink and toilet. We've got all the electrical in now, which is not too much, just a GFI plug and a switch for the light and fan. Going up to the vanity light, there's also going to be overhead LED lights here. So we just finished the plumbing rough-in. All the water lines are in now, as well as the drains. We had to do that before we did the rest of the drywall. So there's the sink, toilet supply line down there, sink drain vent, and then the shower nozzle there. Just have to attach that to the main water lines, which are the last two connections to make. I'll have to shut off the water to do that. We also have to make sure we have our drywall and then our shut-offs on the PEX down here. Otherwise, when we turn it back on, water will go everywhere. There's the shower pan. It's just sitting in place right now. But that's where it will go. The shower pan has now been installed and all the drywall put up. All the seams are taped. I'm not the best at drywall, but I can usually get it to look pretty good after a few coats. I've used the blue mold-resistant drywall within the shower cavity and haven't really bothered with the seams because my initial plan was to use an acrylic shower surround. Although, as you'll see, plans sometimes change. Okay, drywall is now finished. New bathroom is primed and ready for paint. Paint in the shower enclosure and floor, and then fixtures. Oh, getting towards the end here. Got our lights in, our fan in. Still got to get an overhead light there. Electrical's finished up. Got our plumbing ready for toilet and sink. Next is to finish the shower and the floor and paint the wall unit and do trim. Then we'll be done. We've now put in the floor and we've installed the toilet and sink. The next thing to work on is the shower enclosure. Now, I couldn't find an acrylic shower surround that was going to really work with the space because we have a little piece of an angle on the ceiling of the back wall there. So we decided to go with a custom tile, which meant we had to waterproof it using the Schluter-Curdy membrane. Now we've started the tile, and I think it's going to look really sharp. So the new bathroom project is finally finished. Let's take a look. Pedestal sink, mirror, toilet. We tiled the shower. Simple shower. A little recessed shelf nook. Towel rack.